Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered what it really looks like when a man is deeply in love with you? Not just saying the words, not just doing cute little gestures that seem nice on the surface, but the kind of love that runs deep that's rooted in commitment, consistency, and emotional safety. Here's the truth most people don't tell you. When a man is truly in love with you, he'll do this one thing without hesitation. He will make you feel emotionally safe. Now, I know that might not sound as flashy as grand romantic gestures or extravagant dates, but stay with me. Emotional safety is the one thing that separates a man who cares from a man who is all in. It's what makes the difference between a situationship and a soul-level connection. So what does emotional safety actually look like? Let's break it down. When a man loves you deeply, he will go out of his way to make sure you don't have to second-guess how he feels. You won't be left wondering if you're good enough or overanalyzing his texts at midnight. He won't ghost you for 3 days and then pop back in like nothing happened. Instead, he creates an environment where you feel secure, seen, and respected. Here's an example. Let's say you had a rough day at work and you're feeling overwhelmed. A man who deeply loves you won't dismiss your emotions with "you're overreacting" or "just relax." No, he'll lean in. He'll say, "Talk to me, what happened today?" And more importantly, he'll listen. Not to fix, not to debate, but to understand. Because when a man is in love, your feelings matter to him. They're not an inconvenience, they're a priority. Or maybe you're someone who's been through emotional trauma in the past, and trust doesn't come easy. A man who's all in will respect that journey. He won't rush you or get defensive when you need reassurance. Instead, he'll say, "I know you've been hurt before, but I'm here. I'm not going anywhere." And then he'll back that up with consistent action, not just empty promises. Here's another powerful sign. When he's emotionally invested, he includes you in his future. I'm not talking about vague, someday language. I mean real, specific inclusion. He'll say things like, "When we go to your sister's wedding next spring," or "Let's plan that trip to Italy together." He's not afraid to talk about next month, next year, or 5 years down the line. Because in his mind, you're already a part of it. And look, I know some of you might be thinking, "But he says he loves me all the time. He tells me I'm beautiful and that I mean everything to him." That's nice. Words are important. But I want you to focus on how you feel when you're with him. Because deep love doesn't live in words alone. It shows up in how a man makes you feel on a daily basis. You feel safe, not just physically, but emotionally. You feel like you can be yourself without walking on eggshells. You can have disagreements without fearing that he'll pull away or punish you with silence. You know where you stand with him. You don't have to chase him, convince him, or decode him. You feel valued, not just desired. That's the difference. And here's a little secret most women don't realize. Men don't go deep with just anyone. We can date casually, we can flirt, we can even fall in lust. But when a man finds someone he sees as his person, everything changes. He steps up. He becomes more protective, more consistent, more intentional. He doesn't want to risk losing you, so he creates that emotional safety net, because your heart matters to him as much as his own. So if you're watching this and wondering where you stand, ask yourself, do I feel emotionally safe in this relationship? Do his actions match his words? Do I feel secure, or am I constantly anxious and confused? Because here's the bottom line. When a man deeply loves you, he'll do everything in his power to protect your peace, not disrupt it. And if you're not getting that, if you're always walking around with emotional whiplash, then maybe it's time to stop asking if he loves you and start asking if this feels like love. Remember, the one thing a deeply loving man will always give you is emotional safety. Without it, love is just noise, but with it, you can build something unshakable. If this resonated with you, hit the like button and subscribe for more real talk on dating and relationships. And let me know in the comments. Have you ever felt that kind of emotional safety with a man? Or are you still waiting to find it?